What's going on, guys, and welcome to Destiny Tuesday on Destiny Loot Gaming. My name's Destiny, and this is Destiny, and we have Destiny news to tell you about today. We got Destiny news, and in case you don't know, my name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
And this is Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. Thanks for joining us. So for our first bit of news, Destiny 2.0 update is out now. What did they add again with 2.0?
They completely removed Dinklage as the voice of Ghost, replaced it with...
I love how he's so singular. You can just be like Dinklage. He doesn't have a fucking first name. Anyway.
They replaced it with Nolan North.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I haven't heard it. I literally have not played... I got the Destiny bundle for PS4. I haven't played it since, so I don't give a fuck.
I would say, if you guys are regular watchers, you know kind of how disconnected we are from Destiny. I feel like this is the thing that's gonna kind of pull us back, if it does, or if anything would. I'm curious about it, but yeah, 2.0 just brought Nolan North, and then just some fixes.
Yeah, some fixing to leveling, some fixing to because like when you got to the level cap, then you can use light. From your weapons, and it leveled you up more and more and more. They changed that. They changed I think they changed the currency of PvP to PvE. There's like the two different kind of currencies there.
Yeah.
I think they changed those to I think there may be one. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the patch.
And
they just did a lot of quality of life shit.
And it seems like it's preemptive for the expansion that comes out
on the 18th.
18th,
15th, 18th, 15th. I don't. Next week we see the Taken King gonna come out. So
yeah, yeah. It's the update though is being well received as I hear. More Destiny stuff. Cool. Let's get on to the next topic.
Please, thank God. So the new expansion, Hearts of Stone for The Witcher 3, is releasing October 13th. It's for $20. There's going to be 10 hours of gameplay time, new romances, new place, new stories, and also
something called rune words.
Something called rune words, which maybe spells for Geralt. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's associated with new things that you can do, which would be really dope.
Yeah, and then also if you buy you can buy the physical copy of the expansion, and it's actually like a couple of Gwent decks.
Yeah, you buy a physical copy like you would the game itself, and inside the physical copy, you're paying the same prices you would get the DLC for, and you get a code for that, but you also, like he said, you get 2 packs of Gwent cards, which is actually, I think, kind of neat, because, I mean, can you buy Gwent cards? Because that'd be kind of neat to actually play in real life.
I know a lot of people have made their own Gwent cards.
Well, I feel like it'd be cool if and it'd be smart on their part for the big fans of the game, like, give people 2 packs of Gwent cards, then on the website sell them.
Yeah.
I'm sure people would buy them.
I have no idea.
I also don't know how many cards you need to really have like a full game of Gwent.
Yeah, but that being said, yeah, it's like I don't care really about Gwent. I don't play it in the fucking game. I don't really play it really at all. So, but it is neat. It's just
really cool for people who are into that, though.
Yeah, it's just good swag.
Yeah,
for the game.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about Gwent. I would buy a physical copy if it came with the cards. It's neat. We don't have to go into this. Obviously, this is going to feel rushed just the same as the Destiny stuff, because it's a topic we cover a lot. We both really like The Witcher 3. More content, $20 for 10 hours of content. New stuff added to the game, like the rune words, characters, a whole new storyline about someone, I guess, who's
immortal
or something like that, and you're supposed to take him down. Really fucking cool. Can't wait for it. Yep. Definitely a buy.
Gonna buy it.
Both of us. Yeah. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's coming October 13th.
Yeah. So good.
So Metal Gear Solid 5. Some news popping out from that. Of course, something bad. There's a possibility of corrupt save data when you bring Quiet into episodes 29 and 42 in the storyline of Metal Gear Solid. Apparently, Konami is working on fixing that. We'll see what the fuck they do. I don't think they're competent enough to do anything right now. But But yeah, it's actually funny. When this actually came out, I was on mission 41, episode 41 of the game, and I had just started using quiet a lot because I've been trying to knock out the. As you play with a certain buddy, their bond goes up, and I capped out my horse, I capped out my wolf, so I've been kind of waiting to use quiet, and I started using quiet, and around episode 41, I'd just beaten the level with her, and then I went to bed, woke up the next day, I had like 3 texts from people. That's how worried people were about this, because they knew we're all playing and shit. That was like, don't fucking play chapter or episode 29 or 42 with quiet because it can corrupt your save data. I was like, well, fuck, because I literally would have. It's just really convenient that happened. So thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Chevy, and I think there's someone else who had posted something about that for letting me know. But yeah, and if you're not playing Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, fucking play it. It's amazing. I just beat it, and I fucking loved it. We'll be having discussions on that coming soon. I have to wait for everyone else to beat the game as well.
Haven't even started it yet. Still playing Mad Max.
Which is also really fun.
So, Rockstar has announced that, one, they're not going to update the PS3 and the Xbox 360 version of Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore due to memory issues. So, I mean, that kind of shows next gen's here, and now it's the current gen.
Time to get with it.
Time to upgrade. But on a good note, for the other systems, PC, PS4, and Xbox One, they are updating the free mode in Grand Theft Auto Online. And what that pretty much means is they're adding almost like MMO events.
Dynamic events, yeah.
Yeah, in the free mode aspect of it.
Pretty much random events to make things interesting, which, I mean, I normally would ask you what you think about this, but, I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing negative about that.
Yeah, I mean, they had little minor things like fucking, what's his ass just jumped 85 meters. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, those are more community aspect stuff,
Yeah.
or like someone's killing people and they're on a rampage. They put a hit on them, which I thought was really neat too. And then you got people all over the server just chasing after that person. And normally they're an asshole who holds up and just fucking shoots people from some place. But that just adds more to the whole experience. Keeps things fresh, interesting. Just like out of MMOs, that was a welcome thing. I remember playing Guild Wars and random shit, Guild Wars 2, and random things would start happening, and it brought the community together to go do this thing. And it just, you could be just running from one point to another, and in between, all of a sudden there's something to do. Same thing with this. It sounds like it's just something to. It's just more stuff, more content. It's awesome. Is it
Rockstar,
free?
Yeah. Rockstar's really wanted to get across that they wanted to mix, or they wanted to make it so you can do shit with other people without loading screens and time wasted, like loading and fucking trying to get into events with menus.
Which I understand. Me and Cody have struggled a lot trying to play Grand Theft Auto. I think me and you have.
Yeah, we've had issues.
Loading into lobbies that's not working, so you gotta go back. You gotta load all the way back to fucking your own server and then join their server, and then...
Or loading all the way back to the main game and fucking going back
So, that's definitely something I'm glad that they're thinking about. There's nothing negative about it. Hopefully it works really well. Hopefully they don't have any server issues with that, and hopefully it just goes smoothly.
Yeah, and now it's really going to shine due to the the population cap went up with the new gen and the PC, because it used to only be like 15 are in a room. Now it's like 30 or 35 or something like that.
Oh, really?
50. Like it's huge now. So there's a lot of people that can populate the servers.
That's
but yeah,
cool.
so cool. Keep up with the free shit,
Definitely.
Rockstar, because you're doing well.
Okay, with Forza 6 coming out September 15th, reviews are already popping out for it. IGN giving it a 9.0, really high. They say that it's the biggest and broadest Forza yet, and cannot stop talking about the water physics. As I've mentioned in earlier episodes, Forza is cool, but I'm more of a Gran Turismo fan, but definitely interested in this. What do you think?
I
9.0
think
is fucking high.
Yeah, it is. My thing is yeah, I mean it's high. I mean I'll try it probably. I may not buy it, but I'll definitely, unless it goes on super sale or something like that. Honestly, it'd be a reason to boot up my Xbox again.
Yeah. I'd say the word of mouth would have to be really fucking positive. To the point of people, like Fury Road, Mad Max, fucking people going, you gotta fucking play this, you gotta see this. But again, there's not that many people that I know who have Xbox One, so I don't think that's really gonna affect me. I did find it funny though that about 1/3 of IGN's review on the game was essentially about the water physics, which is fucking kudos to them for putting that much work into it. That's awesome.
You know what my thing is about Forza, though? If they stop trying to parade it as like a super racing sim, I think I'd give it a little more respect. I mean, if they just... To me, it's more like Need for Speed Shift. Like, that game was simulation-ish, but it was definitely arcade. Gran Turismo is that fucking... simulation.
The fucking nitty gritty, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a fucking guy beat 30,000 people in it, became a real fucking race car driver.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a contest or something like that. But I mean, like, and I guess he's doing fine. I mean, I haven't heard fucking anything about that. But he became a race car driver from playing a fucking video game. That just goes to show you how crisp that the experience is for it. But I mean, because no one's gonna do that with fucking Forza. Forza is definitely arcadey with
it's definitely
simulation
a sim racer, but it's more relaxed, more casual. So in that it is more arcadey, and there's room for that. That's awesome, but just all the. I mean, here we are comparing the two, and it's because that's just the nature of it. Fucking, it was created to essentially compete with Gran Turismo, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Even on sales, it just doesn't. It does well, and it's cool. So I don't want to focus on that aspect of it, though. The game is good looking. The water physics are awesome. I need to read more on the AI. I hope they fix that. I believe in the last game they also worked on that, so that's good because the earlier
it was a little
fucking AI.
It was a little better.
I know that the last Forza, and here's a problem I have with Forza as well, and I know I'm just at this point pseudo bashing it. Forza 5 didn't come out that long ago. Xbox One's only been out for like a year or two.
Yeah,
about
Forza,
2 years.
Forza 5 was a release. I bought it with the release of it.
Yeah, so I mean, like, they didn't waste no time making 6.
Yeah.
I said in a prior episode they're gonna fucking have 7 out around the same time.
Oh, straight up
7 comes
fucking
out.
Madden. Like, it's just, it almost seems like a sports game now. They're just fucking...
Yeah, so it really doesn't leave a whole lot of room for, improvements and big jumps or whatever. I mean, at least with Gran Turismo, they'll make a big game on a new engine, and then the next one is built off that engine, but they still take like 3 or 4 years to work on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just because they want to put in the time to put in just a shitload of cars, because it's the ultimate fucking car experience when it comes to games. God, I'm talking about Gran Turismo again.
I was pretty impressed, though, that Forza 6 is boasting an over 450 car roster, yeah.
Oh, I assumed they had like 65 cars in it or something.
Well, I know Forza 5 only had like 150 or something. Yeah. It was chintzy when it came to that. But I do kind of understand because it was a new system. I think they were just trying to rush a fucking game out to be like with the Xbox One.
Definitely. No, that's exactly it.
So, the fucking ghosts. So, but yeah, I mean, 9.0, pretty big.
It's high.
Yeah, it's fucking high. So, I might pick it up just to do the research and science behind it. So, yeah, maybe we'll have like a tasty bit or something like that.
Yeah, maybe I'll try it out. You guys will see how much I was wrong and I love it so much. All that fucking tasty loot.
So good.
Alright, so for our next little bit of news, we got a Pokemon Go has released a trailer. And Pokemon Go is a iPhone and Android app.
Free app
that actually puts Pokemon in the real world through augmented reality. It seems fucking awesome. You can catch them. You can go to events to make them battle. Of course, the trailer made it seem way cooler than it is, but everybody's literally going to be doing this just to try and fucking find the motherfuckers. I think it'd be cooler if Google Glass did it, because then you wouldn't have to be doing that with your phone all fucking day. But yeah, it seems pretty fucking cool. You can catch, you can fucking create a team, you can battle. You actually have to explore real world places to find these Pokemon. I don't know if there's any like evolving or anything like that, or if you just catch them fucking evolved or whatever.
So yeah, this seems really cool. I'm excited about it. I mean, if it's free, it's Pokemon. That's awesome. The thing that's fucking sad about this to me though is this is the fucking biggest step Pokemon's taken in years.
Yeah.
And it's just an augmented reality app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's
I
crazy.
mean,
Like, and it's awesome, but like, they can do that, but they can't like advance the fucking the games. Like,
yeah, right. I mean,
make
Pokemon
fucking-
X and Y were a little bit of a jump due to the 3D, but I mean, like, that's to me, I was just like, it's the exact same thing. You just fucking made it look a little prettier.
just made really basic S3 shapes, and it's great. It's a great game. It's just same formula.
Yeah.
Don't fix what's not broken, but
Yeah, but goddamn, you can
there's so
branch
much
out a
potential.
little bit.
So I'm really excited about this. I'll definitely be trying it out. Sounds really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's gonna fucking try this out. I guarantee when
Yeah.
it comes out, people are gonna be fucking posting shit
Mhm.
all over Facebook,
Releases,
Instagram.
2016, so I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh wow, it's that far out.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, so
We'll
look out
see.
for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Coming fucking 5 years from now. So for our final bit of news, it's more of a conversation piece. Former Xbox president Bobby Bush, says that the Xbox One launch problems were predictable and preventable, coming from the perspective of PR. Obviously, when it first came out, a lot of people had a lot of issues. They knew this was going to be an issue, and they could have prevented it. They didn't. But that's not holding them back anymore, because he says also that Sony and Xbox are both selling more units than ever before in prior consoles, which I do believe. These two consoles, when they first came out, sold a shit ton compared to. I remember fucking when older consoles would come out, a shitload of people I knew wouldn't get them for like years.
Straight
And
up.
when the PS4 came out, everyone I knew within that year was getting a PS4. It's
I was
the
like-
fastest cycle of that.
I fucking remember, PS3 and when the 360 released, I fucking remember fucking people were like, don't get the very first fucking,
Yep.
the first gen of them,
Yep.
because they're going to break.
People
you know?
even kind of said that about the PS4, but there's nothing.
Yeah, there's no fucking,
To
it's
support that.
like they figured all that shit out. Same with the Xbox One. I haven't heard anything about like, don't
Yeah.
fucking buy it.
It's the most
Or
solid
that.
fucking launch and early cycle of consoles I would wager ever.
I mean,
Outside
it's
of Nintendo products, because they don't really
pretty
push anything.
phenomenal. I think. Like,
Really cool.
I mean, it's nice to see they didn't have a whole lot of hiccups. I mean, Xbox One has had hiccups, but
So we both acknowledge, obviously, that they did sell both, even though the PS4 is completely outpacing the Xbox
Outselling,
One. Still,
yeah.
they both have sold a shit ton early on, more than any other consoles this early. So that's cool. What do you think about them being were able to prevent something they knew when it came to the Xbox One and the public relations of that?
kind of pisses me off. Like, I mean, you obviously knew that something was up. I mean, people weren't. I mean, like, I remember when they announced the fucking Xbox One, and I was almost mad, just because it's like they had literally like 4 minutes of like, these are the games that are gonna come out, and then it was like 35 minutes of fucking dumb shit you can do with the Kinect, like system wise, not game wise, just system wise. And it was like, you can fucking snap to the fucking Skype and then the TV, and it's like, man, I can understand where some people might think that's cool, but the majority of people buying your Xboxes and the whole gen of the 360 didn't want that. They didn't give
Definitely.
a shit about it because it's about the games. And even fucking Sony was like, PlayStation 4 is about games.
They played that though, like they had a
Oh,
lot of
yeah,
stuff they
they-
were gonna do too, and they had the advantage of Xbox going first. So everything that they were doing, that PlayStation was also thinking about doing, when people gave those negative reactions, Sony was like, "We're we're not doing those.
Yeah, exactly.
Very smart. They played fucking Microsoft like a fucking
fiddle.
damn fiddle. But real quick before that goes anywhere, it's funny because as the guy who does not own an Xbox One, and the guy who does own an Xbox One, you're right. Most people were upset about all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually one of the only people I knew when the Xbox was coming out, even after finding out about fucking always online, you have to, you can't share games, all that kind of stuff. I was excited for the Xbox One and all the features. I defended the Xbox One to so many people. It's ridiculous. Because now I'm like, it's a cool console, but I don't want one because there's no reason to have one right now. But it's just funny that you're right. Most people were in that boat. Most people were pissed off. I was one of the only ones that wasn't, and I don't own an Xbox One.
Yeah, and that's something else I was gonna say. The whole can't share games or fucking whatever. Like that doesn't even exist anymore. Like, if
What doesn't exist?
the whole sharing games thing,
What doesn't exist about that?
it doesn't exist.
People sharing games?
No. The fucking the penalty or whatever of somebody borrowing a fucking Xbox
They just didn't go
One
through
game.
with it because of the backlash.
Exactly,
But
but
they
like,
could have avoided that, like they said.
if they just didn't fucking do it. So I mean, like, what was the fucking point?
Well, they had a whole plan, and that didn't bother me because people got upset about that, and I think it's just because they weren't really that didn't bother me because I own like 400 games on Steam. I technically can share those now, but I don't.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. I'm not saying it was an issue for me because no one I knew has an Xbox One, so that wouldn't bother me regardless.
yeah.
But
I do think you should be able to share stuff that you own or whatever, because you can share DVDs, Blu-rays, all that kind of stuff, music, kind of. But at the same time, if they got rid of that, it didn't bother me because, it would be better if they did let you share it. But at the same time, if there was a reason for it, it's whatever, because I already don't share games.
yeah,
I don't borrow games from people very often. I don't borrow out games. In fact, I hate borrowing out games to people. I buy a lot of digital games, even on my PS4. And just like the always online, I am always online. My console's always plugged in. I always have, whatever online service you're supposed to have. And I understand some people want to be able to play their games without that completely. They should be able to do that, but at the same time, there should be a workaround for that situation. But as for like if you want to play online, something like that, always online, blah blah blah. We're talking about old fucking news. All it comes down to is they said they could prevent it, they didn't. That doesn't bother me so much as it just seems like they just didn't care, and that's fine because them not caring is being shown in their sales of the console. We don't care, so that's just it's not worth getting upset about or even whatever because they took a hit. They're not selling as much as the PS4, and that's just how it is. If you do stuff your consumers don't like, you're not going to make the money, and treating them like a fucking idiot is going to hurt you.
Now, do you think that maybe they can recover?
Absolutely. They already are recovering.
Yeah,
I think this is going to... It's the exact same thing as the PS3.
Yeah, that happened.
We've already
last
seen
gen,
this happen before. The PS3 didn't sell well for like 3 or 4 fucking years. It took forever for that thing to start selling to a rate where Sony was making money off of it. And people talk shit about the PS3 when I was out. And people were like, well, fucking Xbox 360 is better. And I mean, the whole experience of the 360 absolutely was better. All the games that they shared, I prefer it on 360. The controller, I prefer it on 360. Xbox Live, 360. Fuck it, everything. The only thing the PlayStation 3 had was its exclusive titles. Shit's changed, as it does. The PS4 is the better experience now. The Xbox One has a lot of cool features, and they're in this great area right now where everything is modular, so they can just update and change everything digitally, so they're not in the fucking hole, and they're already recovering. So it's not as big of a deal as the PS3 being made. The Xbox One and the PS4 are essentially computers now.
Yeah.
Whereas the PS3 had its own proprietary infrastructure that was just set in stone.
Yeah.
Just like the 360 and I'm fucking Amber Alert. It's just a repeat of what's happened before. Sony, I would argue Sony's not only doing fine, they're doing fucking spectacular. So they recover just fine. Xbox will do the same. And if you remember back to the original Xbox came out and lost a shit ton of money because they had no background in consoles. Nobody wanted to buy an Xbox. When I owned an Xbox, almost nobody I knew at the time had an Xbox. They couldn't sell the fucking things after a while until consoles come out and they take hits, and it's been worse before. The Xbox One is not even struggling anymore. It's doing fine. It's just not doing as well as the PS4. That's it. But yeah. So anyway, and then the last part of that, fucking Robbie Bach, Bobby Bush, says there will be another gen of consoles, which a lot of people speculated that there wouldn't be, but they said that last console cycle as well. There'll be a whole new game getting rid of physical media, essentially saying it's not going to be a whole new game getting rid of it, but because physical media is disappearing, it's going to be a whole new playing field, which I already can speculate that, if you make a console and you don't have a disc drive or whatever, that leaves more room. They're thinking in different ways. They have to think less about the actual hardware and more about, what the console can do. Features. Thank you. It's the fucking word I was looking for. Which is cool. It sounds like more embracive of creativity, stuff like that. But I mean that's so far off. It's even hard to talk about that. But I mean it's cool to hear a guy like that say that there definitely is room for another console generation. What do you think about that?
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
It just
we're still early in this one, but
yeah, but I mean, there's just it goes to show. I mean, there's more. I mean, it just broadens the. I like having systems and PC instead of just having like one. Just having more options.
I'll be sad the day the consoles go away. It'll be gradual. They won't just disappear. Obama's not going to come and take our fucking consoles.
Like gurns.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just an interesting topic that the fucking old Bobby Bush fucking brought up, and yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this Tasty Tuesday. Though that end topic is a little all over the place, but thank you for watching Tasty Tuesday. As always on Tasty Loot Gaming. Come back tomorrow. We will be doing Game Vault. Find out what game we'll be bringing out of the Game Vault tomorrow. But yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
And
be sure to like and subscribe. And also, what do you guys think about our new backdrop? We want to hear your
the words
opinions.
are backwards.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you guys will figure it out. It's fairly simple. What the
Zam
thing is.
damn.
Baby.
But yeah, thank you as always for watching. We appreciate the likes, the comments, and just that you guys are viewing it. We will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take it easy, guys.